odds in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Craver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Mosley. What a cut, now he's loose. He's loose at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Mississippi State, 14, Texas A&M, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Reed. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To throw, it's Shapen. Makes the grab, it's Mosley. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Grab behind the line, it's Williams. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Booth.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Really nice job on the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Moss. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Buying some time as he moves left. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to...
He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Got the first down, looking for more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Bussey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Shapen. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Now they'll run it on the toss. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball salute.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll leave it with the lone back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Shapen. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down and the 38, and this offense might have something going.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Shapen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's caught. It's Thompson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Using his legs, it's Booth. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He'll go to the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They're going back to the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas A&M.
for help. He smashes his way through again. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggies.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
28, Texas A&M, 7.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period.
29 Philly.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pound 55 weak.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Jackrabbit.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready?
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Ringo. Spider.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Toss sweep to the left. Running to Green. Flying down the left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts and save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Shapen. Starting to feel a little pressure. There he goes. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 24 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's Moss. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking for space to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Concepcion. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 minutes.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say?